Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elder that came before them, that taught us his truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the aqua that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, 144,000, one third. Well, I'm going to start right here and identify who the murderer and the liar is. Then you understand through the Spirit of the Lord who this is talking about, all right? John 8 and 44. In the King James, it reads, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the desires of your father ye will do." The lie he speaks of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So, who is this referring to? You belong to your father the devil. Who is his father the devil? He was a murderer from the beginning. There's your first clue. Who's the first murderer? Cain. Who is the reincarnation of Cain? Esau. Okay, so basically, you're an Edomite. And when this was being spoken, right, I believe it was Yahushua, he wasn't talking about Esau, but he was talking about Esau. Okay, and you want to carry out your father's desires. What is Cain's desire? To kill his brother. He is a murderer, and then lie about it. Am I my brother's keeper? When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Okay, so who's that talking about? Look at this. What does this mean? Israel set to invade Rafah. What does that mean? That means we're going to conduct a genocide in your face and you're not going to say shit. And if you do say shit, we'll lock your ass up. If you call us to the carpet for conducting our genocide in your face, we'll lock you up. We'll kill you. This is what we're watching right now. Yes, genocide part 2 in Rafah coming up, and anybody that disagrees with it, you're the enemy and you should die too. CBN News. CBN News is some Christian channels.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Look at that fucking goober right there. Goober grape. That's a damn shame. Ephraim.
CBN Newswatch. I'm from Graham. Ahead today, Israel preparing to invade the last Hamas stronghold in the city of Rafah.
Invade? You mean exterminate? Women and children. Who's over there fighting? What are you going to say after you've exterminated Rafah? Then you're going to, now Hamas is in the West Bank now. The lie is over after this part of the genocide. You got to make up a new lie.
Telling civilians to evacuate after talks on a ceasefire and hostage deal breakdown. Israelis marking...
It's not evacuate. You mean if you don't get your ass out of my land, nigga, by sundown, then you're dead. You was a dead nigga. Get the fuck out of Israel is what they're being told. Go where?
Holocaust Remembrance Day as Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu compares the current war with Hamas to the tragedy Jews suffered during World War II and saying Israel will stand alone if it needs to. Remembering October 7th, world leaders traveled to Israel to see for themselves the devastation of the Hamas massacres on that terrible day, as Christians pledged to stand with the Jewish state. And here at home, a Christian ministry providing a safe haven and healing for victims of human trafficking. All those stories and more ahead today, right here on CBN Newswatch.
You know what is amazing is that they can't even see that they're walking headlong into their own demise, that this is it. Okay, you're going to get yourself into a mutually assured destruction, and then that's it. You can't even see that, right? And that's the way it has to happen. It's got to go down, in flames. But they can't even see, oh, you're so proud, you don't even know that what you're doing is unsustainable, right? This is the end, okay? Just all of that. What? What is all of this? Look at this. This is what you're fighting for to sustain. This is exactly what you're fighting to sustain. All of this shit that you're making out to be bad. No, really, liar, murderer. This is what you're about. Let's go back and look at this. Israel prepares to invade Rafah. That's a genocide. Holocaust Remembrance Day in Israel. Remembering October. What is this? All of this is connected. There's a story behind it. There's a truth behind it. What you're seeing is the story.
Hamas massacres on that terrible day as Christians pledged to stand with the Jewish state. And here at home, a Christian ministry providing a safe haven and
Not safe haven. They're part of the trafficking. Okay? The Zionists, the deep state, the heads of state, they're all doing this. This is what they did. All right? They kill children and women, sacrifice them to their God. Under the guise of a war, under the guise of, oh, it's not really genocide. It's really, we're sacrificing to our God. Yeah? Yeah? So we know what the fuck is going on. And that's it. That's it. That's all we got to do. Okay? All we got to do is this. What is this? How can you type this in 6 minutes ago, 5 days ago, 11 days? Look at this. How can this be? And you claim that God put you in the Holy Land? How can this be? You're about to go in and conduct a genocide? How can this be? Right? How can this be the kingdom of heaven on earth right here? It don't look like it to me. It looks like war. Look at this. 5 days. Vow to invade with or without deal. Look, nigga. Who's the devil up in this motherfucker? Okay. It's pretty easy to see. We got all this gear, all of this. Look, we got all of this weapons and gear, and the other side has nothing. They got blankets and a piece of bread that was bad yesterday. We're starving them out. What do we see going on here? Come on. And anybody that says that that's okay, right? Look at yourself. This is the world you want to live in. That this is okay, right? Mass murder or genocide. It's okay because they said so. It's not okay. Look at this. IDF finalizes Rafah invasion plan, but 30 Israeli soldiers erupt against it. We're exhausted. You see what's going on? Let's get 2 Corinthians. Second Corinthians 2:11. Who? Satan. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You got IEDs. We're not ignorant of your IEDs, right? Improvised explosive device. We know what you're doing over there, devil. We're watching you. Anyway, we hope that the elector edified you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.